Hello, backers. I'm going to make an attempt to show you what the Field VR pedals look like. And first off, they're really heavy duty, quite quite well built. But a few things I noticed right out of the box. The pedals are very straight up and down, so your foot, has to be like bent back all the time. So I had to adjust the angle of the pedals. In order to change the angle of the pedals, you have to adjust these two bolts right here. You got to take these bolts out. This bolt here is for the stop, for how much angle travel you want. I had to adjust that because it was all the way back and it had way too much travel. My foot couldn't even go that far. And then this bolt right here is the stop to change the angle so it doesn't come up so far. So it's not so straight up and down. And you still got a little bit more adjustment as well. I also found that the springs are very stiff. My foot got tired trying to hold the throttle down full throttle. So I replaced the spring, went to Ace Hardware and got a spring to replace. And anyway, you can adjust it how much you like. I mean, it might not be too stiff for you, but it was too stiff for me. The brake load cell is adjustable with this right here, and the wrench comes with it. It does have a little bit of spring give first, so it's not so stiff all the time, which is nice, but it still has quite a bit of, about an inch of play before you start getting, heavy brake. And the clutch is basically the same. The clutch is fine, the pressure is fine because you're not holding it down all the time. But the gas pedal was way too much for me. And to adjust the width of the pedals, you have to take the whole back off right here with these 4 nuts loosened up, and it's got one more bolt screw that goes in there. I just left it out because I don't see any reason to put it back in. And all your pedals are mounted to a circuit board right here. In order to move your pedals in and out, take this plate off, then there's 4 bolts that hold them in. And as you can see, there's slots built in so you can adjust them left and right. But in order to get to the bolts in the front, you have to take these bolts out to get to these bolts. So you kind of have to plan ahead to when you put everything back together. But as for calibration, I used Derek Spears' D-Tweak in order to set the zeros and to set how much brake you want. I just use that program to set all my zeros and so forth. But overall, I mean, I like the pedals. They work good. This plate is adjustable forward and back, so you can put your heels wherever you want. But there's one thing you do have to watch, though, is when you adjust this rod in to try to get different angles, these screws stripped out because they were in really tight. So be careful taking these out. But, like I said, they work good. I prefer a hydraulic pedal, which I'm just going to show you what the difference of the two is. These are homemade pedals that I made myself. And what it consists of The gas and the brake uses Hall effect sensors, so you can adjust how much travel it's got to stop. The way hydraulic works is you got a hydraulic master cylinder, and it's plumbed into a slave cylinder, which has got a spring and it's got rubber. You can adjust how hard you want the pedal and how far you want the pedal to go before it gets hard. And what it does is it's got a pressure transducer here connected to a Derek Spear 12-bit controller, that so when you can adjust how much brake, you can fine tune by adjusting this potentiometer here. So you can get anywhere from 24,000 steps all the way up to, I believe, 65. But anyway, you can adjust it right there is how much brake that you're going to get for how much pedal you get. So that's the big difference between a hydraulic set of pedals and a load cell. Load cell, there's not really an adjustment to it other than how hard you want the pedal you want the pedal to be by adjusting this right here. But you can't really adjust. I mean, it's all in, you know, how much brake you want, I guess. But they're both just as good. I prefer my hydraulic pedals just because that's what I'm used to, and I like to feel that brake better. But overall, it's a really good set of pedals here. I think everybody will be happy with them when they get them. And if you have any questions, put them on the Kickstarter comments, and I'll try to answer them if I can. Thanks for watching.